all, and welcome back to PopCast, the show where we try to cover all things pop culture. My name's Abby, I'm your host, and today I'm coming to you from a different place, aka my home studio, aka my basement, with my pretty and pink mic that I really like. But what are we talking about today? Today we're going to be talking about some of the most memorable Emmys for your consideration events, and if they worked out in the show's favor or not. And you may be saying, Abby, I don't know what a for your consideration event is. Let me tell you. A For Your Consideration, or FYC, event is a marketing tactic and promotional campaign where networks, streaming services, and studios prompt Television Academy voters to vote for their shows and talent. The end goal is ultimately getting nominations at Emmys and winning Emmys. And we have 3 shows that we're going to talk about today and their campaigns that they did for their For Your Consideration event. So let's get right into it. First off, we have House of Cards, their 2013 campaign, which was, they did a free food truck for Emmy voters, giving out food from Roll and Rib Barbecue in LA, disguising the truck as Freddy's Barbecue, the enjoyed barbecue spot of Frank Underwood from the show. I've never seen House of Cards. I've heard of it, yes, of course, but I've never seen it, and I don't know anything about it at all, so very interesting. Did this work? Yes. House of Cards received 4 Primetime Emmy nominations, including Best Drama Series. Kevin Spacey got a nomination for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. Robin Wright got a nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. And David Fincher also got a nomination and win for Outstanding Direction of a Drama Series. And this was the first show exclusively available on streaming to win a Primetime Emmy Award, which definitely paved the way now looking at shows. The reason I want to do this episode is because I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I saw that Dropout TV was doing their For Your Consideration event for Game Changer and Very Important People. And they're exclusively on streaming and they're they're eligible for Emmy Awards, which definitely, so this show definitely paved the way for new shows to flourish and stuff. Next, we have The Colbert Report, R.I.P. I miss it. One of my favorite talk shows. I loved Stephen Colbert. He was so funny. So this was at the 65th Annual Emmy Awards. Editing Abby is going to put a note here what year that was. Thanks. So this was an ad placed in The Hollywood Reporter with Colbert holding mailers from the 5 other shows campaigning for the Primetime Emmy in the Outstanding Variety Series category. With text reading, please at least consider one of these other shows. It's not about ME, it's about MS, which is very wholesome, but also very, very funny. Like, just, please at least consider one of these other shows, which is very, very funny and very in Colbert fashion. Did this work? Yes. The Colbert Report received 2 Primetime Emmy nominations at the 65th Primetime Emmy Awards. The show received a nomination in Outstanding Direction of a Variety Series, as well as a nomination and win in Outstanding Writing of a Variety Series, and very much deserved. Like I said, the Colbert Report / The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is one of my all-time favorite talk shows. I think so funny, and I love the guests. It was Paul McCartney on the last episode, right? I'm pretty sure. And I love Paul McCartney. So the last episode did get me a little choked up, but it was in a very comedic way. So R.I.P. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. We will miss you forever and always. Our final show we are going to be talking about today, and this is going by so fast, is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which originally aired on the CW. And their campaign was the creation of an original song and music video titled I Don't Care About Award Shows, which follows the musical comedy format of the show. I don't know much about Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, if I'm being honest. All I know is it aired on the CW. That's all I got. But when I Googled it, I did a little research about it. When I Googled it, like, you know how Google gives you, like, the people also search for, blah, 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 when you're looking up shows or, like, movies or people or literally anything on Google, pop culture related. It came up with Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which is a show that I did watch a few episodes of back in 2020. It aired on NBC from 2020 to 2021, I believe. And it was very good. It was like this girl just hears people's thoughts as pop songs, it was very cool, very cool. And also something else that showed up is one of my all-time favorite TV shows, which is Schmigadoon. I talk about Schmigadoon in my next episode because I'm reviewing the Tony Awards, which are very near and dear to my heart because that's going to be our season finale, and that's how I ended last season. So I'm very, very excited to talk about that. So yeah, those are the two shows that showed up that I knew when I Googled it. So this is definitely something I probably should end up watching because I love musicals. I love music. Sounds really cool. I don't know where to watch it, but we can figure that out together. But did this work? Yes and no. While Crazy Ex-Girlfriend eventually ended up winning 4 Primetime Emmys through their run in the years of 2016 and 2017, this campaign took place in 2016 and 2019. This campaign took place in 2017. Sorry, I mixed that up. And did not land them any wins, but it did land them a nomination for Outstanding Original Music and Lyrics, which is very cool. Like I said, vibes of Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, stuff like that. I have a note here to talk about. I have 3 of my personal favorites that I did not find anywhere because one of them is super recent. One of them happened like a month ago, and another one of them happened last year, and then one of them is just all the time. First off, we're gonna be going back to Game Changer. If you're a fan of the show, you know I love Dropout. I love Dropout TV. I love all the work they do over there. They're some of the funniest people I've ever met. Not met. I've never met them, but if they want to come on the show, you're more than welcome. But some of the funniest people I've ever seen, and they deserve everything. Very Important People is one of the most stupid shows I've ever seen. Vic Michaelis, you absolute genius. So I really hope that gets nominated at least for something. If they win, I will cry. Game Changer is also one of the best game shows to be ever created. Roulette is one of the best games to ever be created. I have watched the second one from the most recent season about 500 times already, and it dropped 2 weeks ago. Yay! Okay, but that was one of my favorites. They did like a little live Game Changer episode at the Laugh Factory in LA with an interview with Sam, and I think it was Brennan, Jacob, and Vic were the contestants of that. And then another one of my favorites is the Yellow Jackets campaign from last year. They did a ice cream truck, and it was Melanie Linsky, Christina Ricci, and Samantha Hanratty handing out ice cream, which is very cool because I love all of them. And it was like disguised as like the man with no eyes ice cream truck, which I find very funny. If you've seen the show, you get it. And then my last favorite is all the ones that they've done for RuPaul's Drag Race. It's like a big freaking drag show. Awesome, man. I love that show. That is one of my... Everyone raves about like Love Island being the best reality show ever. Big Brother, I like Big Brother. Survivor. What y'all know about RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 1? Why y'all hating on that season? That season is peak. But yeah, that's all I got for today. And thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll catch you on our next one. Bye!